480 years before our era, the cliffs of Thermopylae echo with the sounds of war. Thousands of Persian soldiers march through a narrow pass, an unstoppable wave of men, armor, and steel. The Persian army awaits to clash with the Spartans, more precisely with 300 Spartans. They stand shoulder to shoulder, outnumbered and doomed. But let's change one detail. In place of Leonid and his Spartans, there are 100 modern infantry soldiers of the U.S. Army, dropped from time, fully equipped and armed. They shouldn't have been here, but now they are. Remember, it's just a thought that came at 2 in the morning, so we don't strive for absolute realism. So what happens when 21st century soldiers confront one of the greatest armies in history? Are they rewriting the legend, or does time crush even the most modern warriors? Let's find out. What exactly appeared in 480 years before our era? These are 100 men from the Army platoon of the year 2025. They have night vision devices, modern optical sights, communication equipment, and armor capable of stopping bullets. They were preparing for combat in the desert, urban attacks, and close combat. But most importantly, they brought technology with them. This is what one platoon has. M4A1 rifles effective at distances up to 500 meters, lightweight M249 machine guns capable of suppressive fire at 750 rounds per minute, grenade launchers for destroying armored vehicles or crowd control, and various grenades, fragmentation, smoke, and flashbangs, along with armor and helmets that can stop or deflect ancient arrows and blades, as well as several small reconnaissance drones for aerial surveillance. They brought tens of thousands of cartridges, medical equipment, and rations, but that was all. There is no possibility of resupply, no support, no radio communication with the future, only what they carry with them and what they can find. Now let's see what they will face. The Persian army led by King Xerxes numbered in the hundreds of thousands, but only a few thousand could fight in the narrow pass of Thermopylae, armed with spears, swords, bows, and shields, without gunpowder or armor-piercing weapons, only numbers and multitude. Most of them wore only fabric or leather armor. Their weapons were made of iron or bronze, and although they had archers and cavalry, the geography of that time negated many of their advantages. Their strength lay in numbers and discipline. Their weakness was technology. The battle begins. The Persians send their first wave. Infantry in tight formation, shields raised, spears ready. But this time, 100 American soldiers are entrenched, all meticulously planned with laser precision. Then the fire breaks out. Thousands of bullets rain down on the advancing formation. The shooters hit the officers and standard bearers from hundreds of meters away. Grenade explosions tear through the ranks, hurling bodies into the air. The first wave collapses in seconds. Men fall by the dozens, never even reaching the barricades. The Persians are in shock. They have never seen anything like this. No arrows, no catapults, only thunder, fire, and people falling like wheat under the scythe. The Persians regroup, sending archers into battle. Hundreds of arrows rain down, but armor, helmets, and gathered shields withstand most of the blows. The wounded are taken back, bandaged, and put back in line. Soldiers throw smoke grenades to obscure the enemy's aim and use drones to locate troop concentrations beyond the pass. A new assault follows. The Americans open controlled fire, overlapping their shots. As the enemy attempts to bypass the defenders along mountain paths, drones track their movements, and the troops shift positions, covering all approaches. Night envelops the battlefield, and night scopes turn darkness into day for the defenders, while the attackers see only gloom. By dawn, thousands of bodies lie dead. But even modern armies have their limits. The barrels of rifles glow red hot. Hands blister from long hours of shooting. Ammunition runs out frighteningly fast. Fatigue sets in, muscles ache, ears ring, adrenaline fades. Each soldier has a limited supply of ammunition, food, and water. After a day and night of continuous fighting, the supplies begin to dwindle. Medical equipment is exhausted. Drones are out of power, and radios are losing charge. The Persians continue their advance. An ancient army adapts, feigning retreat, and launches a massive attack from multiple sides. Persian troops begin to encircle the defenders from behind. The Americans notice the movement. A quick redistribution forms a defensive circle. All barrels are pointed outward. Every approach is covered. Brutal close combat begins. Rifles turn into clubs. Pistols fire at point-blank range. Fighters battle until the last bullet, then switch to knives. And soon, silence reigns. The pass is filled with thousands of bodies. And in the center, the last defenders, modern warriors from another world, lie silently among the ruins. Can 100 modern soldiers hold the Thermopylae? Certainly. They could stop tens of thousands, break every frontal assault. The Persians would pass down stories of thunder and death for generations. But in the end, numbers and time prevail, and without hope for reinforcements, even the best armed unit in history can hold its position only for a limited time. Thermopylae with 100 modern American soldiers is a real slaughter for Xerxes. The Persians win by numbers, but the cost could undermine his campaign even before it begins. But what about the legend? Imagine you are a Persian soldier.